Well, hello, Denton. This is Jake Laughlin bringing you another episode of Discover Denton, the show brought to you by the Convention and Visitors Bureau, highlighting events around Denton. As we do every week, we have Kim Phillips, Vice President of the Convention and Visitors Bureau, bringing you all of the information about upcoming Denton events. So here is Discover Denton.
Hello, Denton, and welcome to Discover Denton Radio. I'm Kim Phillips, coming to you from the Convention and Visitors Bureau. Want to let you in on what's going on this week. We're in the dog days of summer, right? But the reality is we've got one of the best Julys ever on record. It's a gorgeous temperatures outside, and there's always something going on in Denton. We want to make sure you know about it so you can get out and about in the community. For one thing, live theater goes on here year-round. You may not even be aware of the campus theater and the many theater troupes that are working out of that beautiful historic venue. But we've got two shows coming up. Little Mermaid opens July 26th through the 28th, and then following right behind that in August 9th through the 18th is The Color Purple. You can get tickets for both of those at campustheater.com. And of course, every Monday night over at Hoochie's, DentonRadio.com is there. Different artists every week, starting at 6 o'clock in the evening, and then 2 B's and a V every week. We've got something with DentonRadio.com going on over there, and in fact, a couple of my favorites, Zach Balch and Karina Michaela, will be there next week, next Tuesday evening at 2 B's and a V. The community market is every Saturday morning at the Historical Park of Denton County, right there at the corner of Carroll and Mulberry. And community market this week, Saturday, July 20th, DentonRadio.com is on the scene again with several of our favorite artists. And then July 26th, DentonRadio.com will be at the Lab. We're pretty excited about this one too, because this is another place where you can always count on music. Dan's Silverleaf, Industrial Street and Hickory Street corner. Dan's has something going on, live music, almost every single day, 7 days a week. Every once in a while you'll hit a dry spot on a Monday, but pretty much every night something's going on from happy hour on. July 30th, mark your calendar. DentonRadio.com will be back for another night at Dan's. That'll run all evening long at Dan's, so it'll be a fun time. And here's something else you might want to put on your calendar. Seren will be home July 18th. That's a local Denton band that's really tearing it up out there, and they will be playing Dan's on July the 18th. You can get tickets for any of Dan's shows at dansilverleaf.com. I want to talk to you a little bit, too, about Dentoning. This has become a phrase that you're hearing all over town. Dentoning is the act of actually going out and engaging in activities in Denton. It may be political, may be listening to some music. Hey, it may be gathering around a campfire with a few guitars with some friends in somebody's backyard. Dentoning isn't something that you can define specifically, but there actually is a real definition for it. Dentoning.com. Check it out. It's a blog by my friend Scott Campbell, who, by the way, is going to be our guest on the show next week. So tune in next Tuesday to hear Scott talk about Dentoning and how he came up with that concept and why it has taken off like crazy. In fact, if you look at Dentoning.com right now, you'll see Frenchie's van as the opening picture there, because Dentoning, that term, has made the big time. It's on Frenchie's van of fame. So check that out. Our Denton Originals program, which is that over-the-top customer service across Denton, it is going crazy. We've got 3 more grads just since Friday night. 3 of these grads graduated over the internet, the online classes, so we are now up to 78 Denton Original hospitality and destination-trained experts in our city. Watch for these people. Look for them at El Guapo's, Beth Marie's Unicorn Lake, Beth Marie's on the Square, Mellow Mushroom, the Homewood Suites Hotel, and the Courtyard by Marriott Hotel. All of these businesses right here in Denton. Go, test it. See for yourself if it isn't the best customer service anywhere, and take the time to tell us about it. You can actually go on our Facebook page at Denton Originals. Like us there for one thing, but also give us some feedback. And you can give feedback directly and do a survey program at all 5 businesses when you interact with one of our Denton Originals. So check that out. I believe that's all I've got for our show for this week. We've got several businesses getting ready to open up downtown. Keep your eye out for one in particular, Mulberry Street Cantina. They should be open any day. Thought they might be open, in fact, by the time of today's show. But it looks like they will open this week, at the very latest next week. That Mulberry Street Cantina is on Mulberry Street, of course, right across the street from Hannah's, next door to Haley's. check it out. That's going to be our newest hot local fair. Keep your eyes open for all the others. We've got a lot of stuff that'll be opening between now and fall. North Texas State Fair coming up in August. There's always something happening here. So get out, do your own style of Dentoning, and we'll see you next week.
There you have it. That was this week's episode of Discover Denton. A big thanks to Kim Phillips of the Convention and Visitors Bureau. Another big thanks to Gravity Feed for providing the intro and outro music. I'm Jake Laughlin, your host. Join us next week where we will be bringing you more highlights of our original and independent city. And in the meantime, go enjoy Denton.